mutant army. Escape disaster.
welcome everyone here tonight as we are live right here from Homestead-Miami. This is the Blackout Racing League Zone Beach Day 195, brought to you on the Blackout Racing Network by myself, Brandon Smith. Now let's talk about what we can expect to see here tonight. Real quick, just give me a minute though. There we go. All right, I am back. But here tonight, what we can expect to see is Bills, Thrills, and automobiles going fast as ever here at Homestead. It's going to be kind of a pretty crazy night. Homestead is either notoriously clean or it's notoriously wreckfest, and these drivers are looking to make it not so wreckfest. Hopefully, does not go that way. Now, early on, you can see Doug Ford already topping the charts. Matthew Gall and Mark Brown showing their stuff right at the top. And Gabriel Garcia is here, and he's making it known as he sits back and forth. Drivers are making their way around here. They're navigating it and just figuring it out. It's going to be so slippery, so they're going to have to watch out, and that's where tonight's race info plays its toll. Let's go see what we're working with here tonight. That's right, it is Blackout Beach Day, the 195 here, right here on the Blackout Racing Network. It is partly cloudy, 79 degrees. Is a 1.48 mile speedway. Track temp is at 82 degrees, so very nice here tonight. Located down in Homestead, Florida. So this one, I think this is going to be a great night. Honestly, it's going to get sticky. It's going to get icky. Who knows what's going to happen here when these guys go and take control on the track, and it gets to be actual race time here. As like I was talking about earlier, if you're not careful, it's gonna eat you alive, and that is where you gotta put the skills to use out there. You guys out there still grabbing control of everything. Now let's go ahead, bring up somebody got to talk to first off anyway, so we're going to go ahead and bring up Gabriel Garcia and see how he's feeling here tonight. Gabe.
What's going on?
Man, here tonight is Beach Day here at Blackout. How do you feel tonight?
Pretty good, ready to race.
Man, your mic is extremely quiet, buddy. Extremely quiet.
Even better?
It's a little bit better, yeah. So, as we know, the earlier setup issues that the track had, track officials worked day and night to get this done.
Yeah.
And for at least a lot of time, we'll just say that. But, Gabe, just a heads up, you might have race control.
That's fine. I understand.
No, I don't know if Perry's going to make it or not.
Nope, we're good. I understand. Yeah, I kept eye.
All right, so if he does show up, he'll take control of the driver's meeting. Otherwise, you'll have to do that.
Sounds good.
But here tonight, we're all having a good night. It's Beach Day. What can you tell me you're finding out early on while you're out there ripping some laps?
The track's pretty fast. It's gripped up once you can get a couple laps in, so it'll be pretty fun. You can use all lines, and it's pretty friendly to everybody tonight.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Good luck here tonight.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Gabe is getting ready. There's been a lot of work. I will personally vouch for that one there, Jamie. I have an idea. As Jamie Pugh, everybody, is making his way to the track, I think. And now let's hear from Doug Ward. Dougie boy.
Hey there.
So here tonight, you're going to teach everybody how to dance a little polka. I'm just messing with you, dude. So tonight is the Beach Day 195. How do you feel coming into this one?
I feel okay. Got pretty good time on the board right now. But then again, last time I did that when we were at Homestead, I stuck to ripping the high line like I thought you always do at Homestead, and then everyone figured out the bottom line was better, and everyone passed me near the end, so we'll have to see. I I'm liking the setup that we've got tonight. Nice and loose, good bit of just lets you have a little bit more if you need it. I think I'm feeling good about this.
All right.
Just need to get more consistent about that top line.
That's why we put so many hours in the setup here. That is why we do this.
Yeah.
In case Doug's wondering, me and Jamie spent like a lot of hours on the setup trying to get it wrangled in, and Gabe even got involved too, and we did some calling around. It was a tough one. But
well, I'd say you did a pretty good job.
No, you can thank Gabe afterwards. Yeah, he's a true hero to this one, as I think he helped us out big time with what he did. I can't say what he did live on stream though. All right, so good luck to you there, Doug. Hopefully everything goes good, and hopefully you stay fast all night long.
Hopefully.
Good luck. There's Doug Ward, and now let's hear from Charles Balance. Has been back, and now he's in the Xfinities. Let's hear from him. Charles. Oh, Charles.
Yeah.
So here tonight, you're back. Last night, Cup Series. Tonight, Xfinity. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm not quite as confident here at Homestead. Car's really loose, so it's just going. I think we're just going to ride around tonight. If something transpires, then something transpires.
Yeah, as gets later in the season, it looks like you're starting to develop more another type of rhythm. Is that the case, or is it just trying to stay cool, calm, and collected the whole race?
Just trying to stay consistent, and a torn up race car don't finish races. So, just trying to keep the car in one piece and stay out of trouble and get the best finishes we can. Just trying to stay, consistent rhythm.
Well, Charles, you should remind the guys to take some notes that a beat up car doesn't finish races.
That's right. Beat up car doesn't finish races.
All
so,
right.
Yeah.
We'll get you out of here. Good luck here tonight.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need it. The car's really, really loose, so we're going to see what happens.
Good luck to you, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Throttle control helps on that, or a little bit easier on the throttle.
Yeah, 10-4.
All right, thanks. So that's Charles Balance. Give him some friendly advice here. Now let's hear from Matthew Gall, who's been ripping pretty good. Matthew.
What's going on?
Man, what a night. I mean, you've been doing pretty good nearly last couple races. How are you feeling tonight?
Well, this is one of those tracks you never know, man. It's a tough track. I like the outside. I don't like the wall. But it's tough on tires too. So, I'm just going to take care of it and see where I can end up at the end. Just kind of be there and see what happens. And if I can keep it clean the first 3 quarters of the race, I feel like I might have a shot here.
All right, man. Well, good luck. I hope it works out for you, as you've been doing pretty consistent lately.
Yep, doing pretty good. I like these cars. They're tough to drive, which it means it kind of brings out the skill of the driver. So that's been working out in my favor, and we'll see what we can do tonight and keep up that momentum.
All right, man. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was Lone Wolf, right?
Yep.
All right, I'll get you down there. So Matthew Gall giving it everything he's got. Definitely got an official race here tonight, as it looks like everybody's trying to get here a little bit earlier just to get an extra practice in while his practice session is up. They do get 50 minutes of practice here, but while we're just sitting there waiting on more drivers to show up, let's go into tonight's points going into this one. As we're looking at this one, you'll see Frank Warner is at the top of this one. He is definitely giving us a show. 150 points to the good. Raul Desir, Dylan Moranti, Dakota Collins, all right in that mix. 10-point separation as this one gets going, as it go down a little bit deeper, then it starts to spread out a little bit. Doug Ward sitting at 137, Jesse Erdman at 121. Then you got Elliot Jacobson, Gabriel Garcia, Jamie Pugh making it into the top 10. Well, so he's battling back. You remember, right, Jamie Pugh, near back of the pack at the start of the season. Now he's up at the top 10, and he's been picking up some speed. So I'd be watching out for him going into this one to maybe try and make up some extra points. And then Ben Madden also getting to that top 10 also. So a lot of drivers trying to get into this one and just showing, oh, hey, we can definitely do this one. So you got that. These guys have been ripping pretty good for a while now. You can go to the different track angles. Not a whole lot more people have shown up yet. Oh, Dakota Collins is just showing up. Let's talk to him. Dakota.
What's going on?
Man, it is a great night. It's beach day here at the network. How do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty decent. Hoping to come out with a win tonight, that's for sure. I know I'm top 5 in points, so just got to keep racking those up.
As the championship is getting closer and closer to the time where you can't really turn back, what are you going to have to do to maybe get a good finish here tonight?
Honestly, I think it's all about tire management. I know these tires are wearing pretty fast if you're trying to diamond the turns or just keeping your foot on the throttle too much. So honestly, I think it's just all about tire management tonight.
All right, and Dakota, you want to send me a DM of who your team is?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because I can't get them into points without that registered.
Okay, I got you.
Yep. So Dakota's going to get out of here, though, now that I've got some league stuff settled out live here on the stream. Yes, we really do go through league stuff all the time here at this league. I was trying to stay on it the best I can, I promise. So, Dakota, I'm going to get you out of here. Good luck here tonight, and hopefully the odds are in your favor.
All right, I appreciate you.
Thank you. So, Dakota Collins getting ready to go to town. Now, he raced a couple deals now, and if you look at it, Gabriel Garcia top of the charts, 33:02, the time to beat in practice. He's laying it down, and he's saying, I ain't slowing down anytime soon. But yeah, it's 36 to go at Phoenix with the Arcas, I believe, is what Jamie is referring to. If you're a fan of Arca Menards, I am personally, because I work for Menards, as most people will tell you. But I'm going to take a brief commercial break from the network here, so don't go anywhere.
Save me. Save me. Don't leave me. I need you.
All right, we are back as we are getting ready, creeping up on about 25 minutes to the start of qualifying for these guys. Jack Scoville, of course, did get here. Drivers are slowly making their way into the chats as they're just trying to get logged in, get settled in, as ARCA really is running at this time already. For everybody out there watching, if you like what you see, you want to see more of this style racing, remember to hit that like button, hit that sub button. It does not bite very often. Of course, sometime in the near future, we are working on other stuff to be hosting on Thursday night here at the network. Might be bringing on GT3s soon. A little bit of road racing, and also on Saturday nights. This Saturday, in fact, marks the debut night for the start of the Blackout Racing League's own GT World Challenge. You will not want to miss that, as drivers are set to go doubleheader in the GT4s and GT3s at Sonoma, which is going to be a pretty tough night for these guys, as Sonoma's going to be tough for any of them. As we go look at the schedule, yeah, they're going to go to Sonoma, the Circuit of the Americas, Sebring, Road Atlanta, Road America, Barber Motorsports Park, and Indianapolis Motor Speedway to finish off the season. First Saturday of every month, in fact. So they are going to be set to go to town this Saturday. You will not want to miss the start of this World Championship, as we have drivers all the way around the world, as this is an international league now. With the start of that one, you will not want to miss some drivers all the way around the world. It looks like Gabriel Garcia is still locked in. Doug Ward ripping that high side, though. He's trying to maximize some pace on it. Of course, you got Matthew Gall sitting back in third. Cool, calm, collected. Mark Brown, and that's number 68, bringing something new, a little bit more lively to the party than that number 68, along with Ben Madden in the number 33. So they're still logging in, and it looks like they got a new one in there. I'm just going to give them a little bit of time. Looks like Joshua Ingram has just showed up to the party. Let's hear from him next. Josh. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Now here tonight, it's Homestead-Miami. How excited are you for the beach day here at Blackout?
I'm pretty excited. Excited to be back. I've always liked Homestead, so you know.
Did you remember to get your pit crew the lawn chairs?
Oh, absolutely. They're gonna be sitting out there eating ice cream.
Oh, gotcha. So just like what we've seen in a certain movie that happened to be a fan favorite out there amongst a certain somebody out there that knows it word for word.
That's right.
I know what movie it is too.
Absolutely.
But so obviously your pit crew, they're out there eating ice cream and everything else, but does that mean that when it comes to time to get down to business, they're going to be able to perform?
Well, they may be a little sluggish to start with, but I believe they'll be all right.
All right, man. Well, I'll get you down to the guys. Good luck here tonight, and hopefully it works out for you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Is PDP? Is it PDP or is it Venom?
PDP.
I'll get you down there. Good luck. So Joshua Ingram getting ready to rock and roll here, as we got 11 drivers that have shown up so far. Not the biggest we've seen, but not the smallest either. Yes, Jamie, we all know that movie. I remember the scene as when the guy wanted to go jump over the wall and attack him like a spider monkey. But you know what? It can't be an official race just yet. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem. This time done by a cappella.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All right, we are here to back everybody. Yes. I don't. It's the Star Spangled Banner show up as drivers are still making their way to the track or finding their hauler or whatever they need to do. I can honestly say I solemnly swear I am up to no good here in the booth, as I have sent a special trash panda onto the track to go glue down everything. So the trash panda from Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocket, yeah, he's out there gluing banana peels down to the surface out there. He's my resident guy who's just making things happen. He's a trash panda. And he'll be a trash panda until he actually attacks me, and then in which case I'm going to throw him in the trash like a trash panda. I'm just messing with everybody. Love Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a great movie. So for tonight here, what driver's going to have to do is maintain throttle control on the exit and make sure they can get that car in. Now, to save the tire, they're going to want to sit low on the track. They're going to want to be on the low side. If they want to try and pick up the pace, though, the high side has been notoriously fast here. Oh, hauler made a wrong turn, huh? Dude, that would never happen as I deliver the haulers on American Truck Simulator, and I will just assure you, I do not skip a beat when I am dropping off the haulers. As I hope my mic is not blowing everybody's eardrums out. Here tonight, drivers will just have to keep it smooth. Smooth is going to be fast, fast is going to be slow, and if you can't do that, then, well, you're going to have to try a little bit harder. Because here at Blackout Racing League, it's never been an easy feat to win a championship. It's been challenging through all the seasons, as we will be coming up on about a 2 to 3 month break here after this season for these drivers. But then we're shifting gears during that time and going to ARCA season. So on Saturday nights, which those are network first. I assure you of that, as they have never been on the network before. So we're bringing on the ARCAs for all the drivers out there. So if you want to race the ARCAs and you want to be able to have a shot at getting into Xfinity, you're going to want to join the ARCAs, as is a great starting point to learning how to drive the Xfinities all the way around. That's why the ARCA Menard series exists today, along with all your late model series and stuff. And let's just say there's a lot of stuff in motion here at the with the leagues between PGR and Blackout Racing League. Let's see here. We got just about 15 minutes remaining of practice. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to take a brief commercial break from the network. More drivers out there here tonight. Now let's go ahead and bring up Jack Scoville, see how he's feeling here. Jack, oh, Jesse, I guess. My bad.
Yep.
So Jesse, you're coming in here tonight. It is Homestead. How are you feeling?
This is like probably my favorite oval track. I've never raced it in these cars, but this is my favorite track. So either way, I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah, so it's beach day here at the network.
Yeah.
I see a whole lot of lawn chairs being brought out down there, and beach chairs and beach towels. And is that the case?
Well,
from what you're hearing?
Well, hopefully I'm not Fernando Alonso in a beach chair before the race is done. But yeah, it should be a good time.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna let you get out of here, get some practice in. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So Jesse Erdman's trying not to be Fernando Alonso, which is understandable. Now let's hear from Jack Scoville. Jack. Oh, Jack.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. How are you feeling out there tonight?
Not too bad. Did you catch what I said before you pulled me in?
No.
Okay, that's probably better. How are you doing? How are you doing up there in the booth, Mr. Smith?
I could be a lot better, but here tonight is beach day. How are you feeling about Homestead here?
This is my first lap, so maybe we'll run through it with you. But I feel pretty confident coming in. We're just gonna try to have fun, like we did last night, and we're just gonna hit the wall. But yeah, just try to have some fun. Hopefully try to keep contact down with other cars as a field, and just have a good race and be around at the end to capitalize.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Have fun watching.
Thank you. That's Jack Scoville. And now let's hear from Elliot Jacobson next. See how he's feeling. Elliot. Elliot?
Hello.
Man, you're coming out here. You're looking like you're trying to keep the wheels under it. How are you feeling tonight?
A little bit loose tonight.
Oh, that's going to be everybody's problem. You're going to have to tell me something that we don't already know.
Yeah, I don't know. Our goal tonight is just survive, and hopefully we can put in a solid top 10 finish.
All right, man. Well, good luck. Hopefully you get it figured out tonight. FYI, throttle control is going to be your best friend.
Yep, definitely learning that quick.
All right, man. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Elliot Jacobson. Now let's hear from Jamie Pugh, who is gonna go ahead and we're gonna have a nice little game to get this round started here. Let's see if he's ready. Jamie Pugh.
Brandon Smith.
Man, what a night. You managed to get your hauler got turned around and you guys managed to make it here to the track. You had the wrong guy driving your hauler.
Yeah, that'll happen.
So here tonight, it's Homestead. We already know the track's loose. How are you feeling tonight?
Feeling pretty good from the testing and everything that we did to get the setup right. I think we're going to put on a good show.
Yeah, as you know, everybody likes to push it to the limit here. Plus, we're going to play a fun little game here also tonight again. As everybody's going to be taking part of it, minus Ben Madden is out of that equation. Just so you know, I think you already heard about his situation.
Okay.
But we're gonna play Magical Haulers.
Magical Haulers, alrighty.
All right, I'm gonna start saying the numbers down the list. When I get to the end, you have to pick a driver to come up here to be our Grand Marshal. Minus Ben Madden, of course. All right?
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
78, 01, 07, 68, 56, 13, 9, 41, 31, 16, 45, 05. Go!
07.
07. It looks like Doug Ward.
And he better give us some enthusiasm because I know how calm and cool and collected he normally is.
All right, well, we'll bring him on up here. I think he was the Grand Marshal last night, too, but we'll bring him up here tonight, too.
No, last night was Robert Lawson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad. Thanks for remembering, buddy. Here he goes. The Dougie boy.
Hey.
Now, tonight you drew a very special card, I guess. It's your lucky day.
Oh.
Jamie Pugh, tell him what he's won.
Well, tonight, Dougie, you are the Grand Marshal.
Ooh.
Now, keep in mind with being the Grand Marshal, you have to initiate those three famous words to start this race. Otherwise, if it doesn't get set before race time, I go ahead, have you guys run the race anyway, and I delete everybody's points.
Oh. Well, I certainly wouldn't want that.
No. So there's three famous words that me and Jamie are thinking of. Jamie, are you thinking the same three words I am?
Oh, absolutely.
Doug, can you tell us what we're thinking?
Well, I think it's drivers, start your engines.
And hey, you got it right. Yes. It can now be an official race thanks to Doug Ward's sacrifice of being the Grand Marshal tonight.
I think you mean honor.
No, it's a sacrifice.
Maybe you say so.
Nah, because whenever something goes wrong tonight, when, you know, the rocket gets caught for putting the banana peels on the track, everybody's going to wonder who did it. And I'm going to say the Grand Marshal said it was okay, and that would be you. So you are responsible for the trash panda known as Rocket. Doug, as always, man, great having you up here. Thank you for that. As you became a Grand Marshal of a race.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you, Doug. So Doug Ward is there. Jamie, thank you as always for coming on up here. Good luck here tonight, as we know what you're battling here tonight with the extra stuff. Emily just saying, go get a bag, put some water in it, and make some ice. He needs it. As good luck to you, Jamie, here tonight.
Awesome. Thank you, Brandon Smith. I just want to give a shout out to Beach Day and you, Brandon Smith, and hopefully I get to talk to you guys later.
Yeah, and by the way, leave me an ice cream cone down there in the pit lane there for me, buddy, please.
You know the hauler's full of ice cream. Just come get one.
Oh, yes! Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Jamie Pugh made sure the ice cream was stocked fully in the hauler that's labeled with a non-label on it that is not known as my next-gen hauler. So here tonight, it is beach day at the network, and all drivers are getting dialed in. They're out there figuring it out. Currently have 13 drivers here tonight. Get ready to throw down at Homestead. And keep in mind, this track it's a mile and a half, but deceptively hard to do. It's going to be a grueling night for these guys if they have not already figured that out. So I'm going to get out of here, get out of this chat, go into it, and get ready for the race. Don't go anywhere, race fans. Here's a special, you know what, let's give you a break for the from the network.
Listen up, don't you think that it's been long enough? Rock away, yes, we learned our lesson. Take a stand, got a plan, now we make our great escape. And it's too late to stop us now, 'cause we can taste our life without all of the chains they made us wear. It's you and I breaking out of here.
All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead, and I do have to do something with Gabe here real quick, so don't mind the extra chatter on the chat. Let's go through and we'll get Gabe up here. Gabe.
What's going on?
You get to conduct the driver meeting. You want to go ahead and conduct it to the drivers, just relay it all?
Oh, sure. Perry's here, but sure.
Is he?
Said he connected.
Oh, all right. Well, nope. We'll just let him kind of log in then, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right. All right, Gabe is ready to rock and roll here. Hopefully he gets it all dialed in. They will be conducting a brief driver meeting and everything else. For everybody out there watching, I'll be right back as we get set to go into qualifying in just a few minutes. If you got an early on prediction, however, of who's going to win tonight's race, you see the board, you see who's on it, you heard who's coming in. Let me know who you're cheering on, and we'll see how they do throughout the night. Yes, Brandon Perry, what's up? Hello? Perry. Hello? Brandon Perry, you got your mic working. Hello? All right, I guess Brandon Perry's mic's not working yet. Hey, Gabe.
Commentator, what did you do?
I did nothing. Why? What's up?
Why is everybody out with each other during qualifying?
Oh yeah. Tell them to run there too, get in the pit. Run there too and get in the pit.
Okay. I'll let them know.
All right, man. Yep. So they're gonna have to run there too and get in the pit as it is open qualifying night here as beach day. As there they go as they got to run there too and get back into the deal here. Let's see if I can bring up Perry. Brandon Perry, you got your ears on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is open qualifying here when this happens with this league. It is do your two and get in. Do your two and run and get in so you can clear up the track.
Gotcha. Gabe was just telling them, and I'll go back down there and restate that.
Yep, and you driver meeting, and tonight it is you with the 40-second hold for the pit lane violation last week, and Gabe with the drive-through for his incident last week.
Excellent. We're on it.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
So Brandon Perry is gonna conduct some. We're getting some stuff cleared up here. They're running their two and getting off the track. As oops, it happens. The session is kind of a little bit set up wrong. As my bad. As these guys are getting it in and gonna have to figure it out now. If he finds Mark Brown going up pole, it is Matthew Gall, Ben Madden, Doug Ward. Mark Brown goes to P4. Charles Balance looks like he's got P5. Gabriel Garcia is letting her roll. As the cars did take the track in a little chaotic fashion here, Gabriel Garcia goes P7. And that is the most colorful livery on the planet. I promise you that. Every time I see that thing, I can't believe how colorful that thing is. If you threw a shot of lime green in that bad boy, it would be worth it. Lime green with the, you should make the zero, the lime green. Would really stand out a little bit. Gabriel Garcia across the line now. Dakota Collins coming out along with Brandon Perry stepping out on the track. Now for Brandon Perry, this is the guys that do the Formula One side of PGR. This is nothing for them. They do open qualifying all the time, except for their open qualifying that you get to keep running. Here we go, Dakota Collins. Lets it ride. He gets in there and might be almost getting it cleared up. Brandon Perry is still ripping his qualifying session. Gabriel Garcia, of course, will wind up serving a drive-through, so he will drop from 5th to pretty much back. Brandon Perry's qualifying, but he is still going to wind up serving a 40-second hold for an incident with the pit lane last week. Came up a little bit too high and did not get served. So all races are reviewed after the fact. Looks like Dakota Collins is going P10. It could be a second shot here. Jacobson, Joshua Ingram, and Jesse Erdman with Jamie Pugh get to go out and do some qualifying. Brandon Perry does go and qualifies P4 after that one. Still got 4 guys left to qualify here. Seeing who's going to step up to the plate there to get in next. I'm just trying to keep the camera rolling here. Looks like nobody else is qualifying. We got less than 4 minutes to go. For everybody watching, though, greatly appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody who streams in every week. You guys are great all the time. And if my loving wife happens to be watching, I promise I'm up to no good. And hopefully she is getting some stuff settled right now. As she is also monitoring the whole stream and everything else. Jesse Urban's deciding to take the track now. As he's going to try and rip some laps and maybe see where he can end up starting here. You heard him earlier. He loves this track. It's one of his favorites. And it's possibly one of mine, too, as I've raced here a few times. It never seems to disappoint as far as how racy it can be at times with proper setups and everything. Jesse Urban's coming around. He's going to see what he can be able to post up at. Cross the line here. Goes to P10. He's possibly looking to improve. I got a feeling if guys are going to want to go fast, they're going to want to stick on that high side. Urban looking extra special on the exit. Is he going to keep it clean? And he does. It sticks and it clicks. And here he goes. Across the line. Goes up to P3 out of Jesse Urban. What a job out of him. Got Elliott Jacobson, Joshua Ingram, and Jamie Pugh looking like they're electing not to qualify here. We got 30 seconds to go. Don't go anywhere, race fans. The start is coming in no time. Let's have some fun.
Let me take you for a ride, dancing with the lights, our hearts beating like a drum tonight. Let me take you for a ride, for a ride. Let's go crazy, my baby, dancing with the lights. Together we could chase the sun tonight.
And qualifying is over, and Matthew Gall is on pole with Ben Madden right alongside. Jesse Urban and Doug Ward bring up row 2. Brandon Perry and Mark Brown bring up row 3 with Gabriel Garcia and Charles Balance back in row 4. Of course, Frank Warren's going to move up a spot with Jack Scoville sitting along to his side with Dakota Collins and Joshua Ingram back in row 12. As we go back to row 7, it's going to be Elliott Jacobson and Jamie Pugh bringing up the rear as they elect not to qualify here tonight. So here we go. It is the start of the Beach Day 195 coming up. As, you know, these guys going to have their work cut out for them if they want to win here tonight. So let's go ahead and see what they got cooking. Get this actually set up here the way everybody looks at it nice and pretty like. Trying to get it to actually switch the cameras right now, but it's not working very good. There we go. We are set. The cars are up. Let's go. Get loud, race fans. We're going to go in just one lap.
I want you to stay right here. We got the fire and we burn it up. We got the fire, baby. We got the fire and we burn it up. We got the fire.
Come across the line for the first time, hit that restart zone. Green flag flies. And away we go. Of course, tonight's restart zone brought to you by Indecisive Garage on YouTube. Check them out. Looks like Matthew Gall and Ben Madden battling it out for the lead. Side by side, Doug Ward looking at the high side. Looks like we're all keeping it nice and clean and green here. We're going to see some drivers duck down through the pit, do their drive-through. Ben Madden gets, oh my! Ben Madden gets loose. Collision, big rack on the back, turn 3 and 4. That is a big one. As let's go take a look at this one. Ben's car got obliterated. And that might be the first time we've seen airborne happen here on the network. We go into the far chase here. It looks like Ben's coming down. And he is loose getting into that turn, and that's where it might have caught the 78 under off guard there. And when Ben's sideways, he's trying to get it corrected. The 78 just keeps coming. Hits the brakes a little bit to maybe let off, to maybe give him a chance to correct it, but that's where it's kabang time. Ben's car completely airborne, gets connected by one car. I think he got hit by the balance too, as he almost went, balance almost went underneath of him. And that's where it was just chaos from there. So drivers just taking some exits and everything. 05, Jamie Pugh went down pit road. Gabe wound up into the 13 on that one. That one will definitely get reviewed at the end of the night. Doug Ward up on pole with Matthew Gall. Jack Scoville, Brandon Perry, of course, right in there, has yet to serve that penalty he's been looking for here. He's been having to do a 40-second hold, and you got to complete the lap to get it to stick. Looks like Gabe Garcia is down. Guys, just getting bunched back up here now, so don't go anywhere, race fans. It's just getting crazy now. So we will be watching this one and sitting pretty here. Don't go anywhere.
These mortals have awakened the gods of old. We rise from our slumber to reveal our true power. Focus fire. Now to strike.
As we come to the indecisive garage restart zone one more time, here we go. Green flag flies. Jenna Lee calls it, waves her hands in the air like she don't care. And we are racing once again. Doug Ward and Matthew Gall up front. Looks like Jack Scoville and Dakota Collins and Jesse Urban are getting into this fight too. We'll go back here. We are 3 wide already this early. As drivers get dialed in, Doug Ward takes over the lead. Matthew Gall looking to shut him down on the inside. Can he get there? Doug Ward gets loose on the high side. Matthew Gall comes underneath and beats it. Doesn't almost beat him to the line. As now these guys are racing. Matthew Gall, Doug Ward, Jack Scoville right in this fight. And look who it is, Charles Balance. This definitely came here to play with Frank Warner sitting back here. As Storm Motorsports made it up to the top 5. Mark Brown, Ben Madden, Dakota Collins. Jesse Urban and Joshua Ingram are battling it out back here. Jamie Pugh is also trying to let it fly up to the front. He's trying to get back in this one. He's getting it figured out slowly. As some stuff might have changed due to the race session, but now they're starting to line up, get in line. And the draft will help a few drivers. It looks like Charles Balance looks to make a move on the inside of Scoville. Scoville shuts it down. Gets more speed on the high side and gets a big run on the exit. There's Ben Madden. Ben Madden working underneath the number 9 of Frank Warner. Warner, no challenge there for him. Joshua Ingram working his way around Jesse Erdman. Of course, Jamie Pugh is banking on this, and these guys are making a mistake right now. He sees it right in front of him, and he's kind of using that to his advantage. Jamie Pugh works into the top 10 once again. Drivers are still working with each other here. Charles Balance and Jack Scoville battling it out. So my loving wife Jenna is back in the booth here. She's great to have around. She really monitors the stream. Doug Ward, Matthew Gall, Jack Scoville, Charles Balance, our top, and Mark Brown are top 5. Ben Madden, Frank Warner, Jesse Urban, John Ingram, Jamie Pugh are top 10. These guys are letting it rip here in Homestead, and they are giving us a show here. Now, Elliot Jacobson, Dakota Collins, and Gabriel Garcia. Gabriel Garcia, of course, having to serve the drive-through. Brandon Perry with a 40-second hold. He is down 2 laps now after that 40-second hold. That is trouble for him early on because of the penalty. That is the only reason why. Of course, Doug Ward sits pretty and comfortable in front. And look at this. Jack Scoville's looking top shelf here. Sees Matthew Gall. He's looking to take advantage and maybe make a move here to get into second place. Scoville goes to the high side. Looks like Charles Balance might be looking like he's tightening up now in the arrow. As Scoville gets right on the rear of Gall, and he's going to try the high side again. Charles Balance is kind of sticking it to the midline, and then he's going to the high side. That is allowing that 68 car. Look at 68, that's Mark Brown. He's kind of creeping into this mix of the front 4 guys, which is helping out. We go back, Josh Ingram and Jesse Urban still battling this one out. As Jamie Pugh manage to work around Elliot Jacobson. Jacobson might be in a little bit of trouble. Same with Frank Warner. Could be having some difficulties late on in the race. Kind of watching though. Scoville, after passing Gall, he's looking towards the front now. He sees Doug Ward in his sights. We're 14 laps into 195 miles in less than 2 hours. Let's see if they can do it. It can definitely be done. Scoville in trouble. Scoville hiding the wall. Opens up the door. That allows 78 to come through, and Scoville now in real trouble as Charles Balance looks to make a move. Balance sticks to the inside, holds it clean though. As Balance could not get the pass the stick. Looks like Mark Brown and Ben Madden's actually working his way towards the front a little bit more after that early on incident. It looks like he got the car patched up. They do get one fast repair. Looks like Elliot Jacobson, 11 wife gave me a kiss if anybody heard. Elliot Jacobson trying to battle back, trying to work his way around Jamie Pugh. Jamie Pugh seems like he's got a lease on everything now. He's been really making some noise amongst the drivers. Pugh high up to the wall, but that's not going to slow him down. Ross Chastain, that stuff. Go, buddy, go. As Jamie Pugh, of course, the official spotter of the Bad Pass number 12 Toyota Camry. And the official says, yes, he's my spotter. He's awesome to work with. Doug Ward, Matt Gall, Scoville, Brown, Madden works. Oh my, Madden in trouble.
Yellow flag is out.
And a yellow flag comes out. Let's go take a look as it looks like something happened to Charles Balance. Let's go take a look. We'll see what happened here. Brought out this caution here late on in this run. As we're watching Charles Balance, he's sitting normal. Go to the far chase, gets loose after contact with the wall. Now Charles Balance comes down, gets it to the inside. Looks like he's, heavy contact to the inside wall. And he just stays there. He's trying to get kind of worked out a little bit. Matt, of course, trying to avoid that. And Charles Balance brings out the second caution. Just trying to maybe get it out of trouble here tonight, as the Indecisive Garage replay has just shown us that could happen. You got to lock it down, though. You can't just let it ride like that. Doug Ward's going to be out front on this restart. We're going to see which guys come down in the pit right here. Oh, looks like a few drivers are coming, elect to come down. Scoville, Brown, Ingram, Pugh, Jacobson, Warner, Collins, Garcia all come down pit road. Perry's going to stay out, but he's going to get the wave around. He is the lucky dog in this one, as he should get a lap back after this one. We see a ton of guys that have pulled down pit road. That is going to shake up some drivers. Brandon Perry's going to get his lap back. He's going to get one lap back, I guess. And Doug Ward's going to command the restart of this race. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We're coming up here very shortly, as it's not over yet.
We about to turn it on.
We roll to the Indecisive Garage restart zone. Here we go. Green flag flies, and we are racing once again. A big check out of the high side, outside line. Doug Ward, Matthew Gall get moving, because there was a big checkup. Ben Madden looks underneath. He's going to hold it there. We're seeing a little bit of 2, maybe 3 wide here. Oh my, somebody's blinking. It looks like Elliot Jacobson is playing Houdini. Drivers are still working their way through this field here. Doug Ward, Matthew Gall. Oh, Scoville's in trouble. Scoville gets back on track safely. We are still rolling here. Does look like Mark Brown and Frank Warner are still battling it out back here as we scroll back deeper into this pack. But check this out. I mean, Scoville's now battling up against Elliot Jacobson, and Jamie Pugh is still in this top 10, and he's got his sights set on the next couple guys to get a pass done. So he is he's trying to get in there the best he can. Doug Ward, of course, is getting challenged. That's Matthew Gall right behind him. Jesse Urban's looking to the high side to get a pass, goes to the low side. Can Jesse Urban make the pass stick? Drives it in deep. And they're going to try and hang this one in there as Jesse Erdman makes the pass. He took a risk to get the biscuit, and he did it. A little bit of late break, driving deep. But as he drives it deep in that corner, it looks like Matthew Gall might just takes to the low side. It looks like a few drivers are kind of set on what line they want to run right now, which is great. They want to, if they know that this car is sticking here, why not make it stick? As it is a nighttime race, so it's already being gripped up. Matthew Gall, Scoville, a little bit of door-to-door action, and Gall has to drop back a little bit. Doug Ward getting challenged by Jesse Erdman. Erdman looking to the inside line. Scoville looking to the middle of that. They're looking to almost try and push it 3 wide on the high side. It doesn't work that way, guys. There's only one spot for one car. Thank you very much. As we got a 3-way battle, and Gabriel Garcia enters the mix. Drive through to the top 3 as he works his way through. And Gabe is working to try and get into the top 3, if not get a win here tonight. As he's really got to just hold it there to make that happen. And behind them, it looks like Mark Brown looking to make a move on Jesse Erdman. Erdman might be in trouble after the late breaks and everything. Trouble has struck. Looks like Mark Brown is still trying to battle. Got around Erdman. Now he's working to get around Doug Ward. Ward is in trouble. You know, he went for the lead, and he was leading pretty good. And now it's starting to equal out as the tire wear takes effect. Ward it goes really high up against the wall. Didn't quite make contact with the wall, but he was up there a ways. Scoville is getting challenged from Garcia and Mark Brown. Kind of looking back here a little bit. Dakota Collins and Jamie Pugh battling this one out. Collins makes the pass stick. So Jamie Pugh might be, don't know what, depending on what kind of tire wear they're getting throughout the night. But here's Gabriel Garcia. Gabriel Garcia challenging for the lead. Gets the inside line. Does not quite get it. Side by side down the backstretch. This is for the lead. As Gabriel Garcia is holding the inside line. As Scoville, big run on the outside, still maintains that lead. So Gabe's doing a great job just keeping Scoville up in that high side. For the record, the high side is kind of one of those spots where you want to use it sparingly sometimes. Doug Ward and Jesse Erdman are still battling it out. Meanwhile, Josh Ingram, looks like Matt Gall and Joshua Ingram are battling. It's kind of spread out a little bit as drivers work their way back a little bit. Charles Balance is out of tonight's race after that early on incident as trouble struck the 41 car early on. Scoville is still our race leader. We're 31 laps in. We're just under 100 laps, 98 laps to go here. Don't go anywhere, race fans. I'm going to take a brief break. And for everybody out there, Purple Polar Bear, glad to see you in the chat. I know you're going for Dougie as he is sitting comfortably in 4th place. Oh, Jesse Erdman Inside line, 3 wide for 4th place here. Looks like we're in a comfortable spot right now. Joshua Ingram just sees it, he takes advantage, gets in front of both. A 2-car pass done by Josh Ingram. So it's not over for the 07 or the 45 here tonight. As hopefully it stays green here for these guys. Don't go anywhere.
Electric hum beneath my skin. Circuits dance where dreams begin. Pulses racing on the track. Techno heart won't turn it back. Get lost inside the beat tonight. Wires sparking neon light. Electric fire deep inside. Tech house vibes we ignite.
Back here, and it's still a little bit spread out right now. Scoville, Brown, Garcia, Ingram, and Erdman are top 5. Scoville is trying to outrun Mark Brown. Mark Brown, of course, has been doing really good at just working his way through the field. He's up 4 spots. Gabriel Garcia, of course, battling to get around everybody as he had to do the drive-through. We had to drive through the pits and then come back out and just keep it fast the entire night. Can he get there? He probably can. Not seeing anything really too drastic happen. You see the 78 of Doug Ward. That's Matthew Gall and Doug Ward battling it out again back here. Meanwhile, up front, Dakota Collins and Jesse Erdman battling. Doing a great job just keeping green. Frank Warren's getting chased down by Ben Madden. Elliot Jacobson's on his own. Jamie Pugh is steadily figuring out the tire situation. I don't know what he's going to try here. He might try to switch it up a little bit, as what some drivers do. Jack Scoville, of course, does sit out front of Mark Brown and Gabriel Garcia. We'll just kind of check in with driver Brandon Perry real quick. Brandon Perry.
Yes, sir.
Drivers can elect, but I think if you want to, pull a caution on lap 65.
65?
Yep, do a driver consensus, okay?
All right, I'll tell him.
Yep. Brandon Perry is going to relay some information I am seeing down there. Jack Scoville does sit out front of Mark Brown and Gabriel Garcia, with Josh Ingram, Dakota Collins, Jesse Erdman. Erdman high up into the wall again. Matthew Gall is going to see that. He's going to take a little bit of advantage of that to catch up a little bit. Do see these guys doing a pretty good job here of just kind of keeping it green, keeping it clean. Lap 17 was their last caution. Of course, these guys have been on it, but let's take a look at the pit strategy they're on. They're on about 21, 22 lap old tires here, so if they can make it last to another good surviving point, they'll be happy about that. Of course, Mark Brown still hunting down Jack Scoville. And Scoville, of course, working it. Jesse Urban's coming down pit road. Urban comes down pit road. He's going to change it up a little bit. Scoville's going to maintain the lead. As we could be seeing the pit stop, some green flag pit stops here. Matthew Gall and Doug Ward, 41 laps in of their tire wear, so they are really making it work here tonight. They're going to be definitely thinking about pit stops here soon. Of course, Scoville stays up front. Mark Brown looks inside. So Mark Brown's doing really good at just conserving his tire wear, I think. I think that'd be the biggest difference. Gabe, of course, obviously had to push early on. Same with Josh Ingram as they're up 4 and 8 spots. Dakota Collins, same scenario. He's up 6 spots. They obviously push to get up to where they are to drive it in there. Doug Ward, of course, coming down, gets down to pit road now. So Doug Ward does take a pit stop. Ben Madden's coming down pit road now also. As drivers are electing when they want to go and grab a pit stop here. Scoville is under pressure. That's Mark Brown for the lead. If Mark can get him cleared before the pit stop, or before start finish line, and we have a new race leader here as Mark Brown takes over command of this race. A few drivers might be looking to pit a little bit earlier, go for an undercut here. But Scoville managed to get him back. As Scoville's battling back, he says, okay, I think I got this one. We have a battle. This is a fight for the first place. The number 1 spot here. Scoville and the number 68 battling it out for the lead. Gabriel Garcia is watching this one. Matthew Gall, Jamie Pugh both pulled down pit lane as they get in and out. So drivers are starting to pit. So we are going to see a few guys on new tires as the lap times have diminished out of the leaders. It's 35 to 36 seconds for the leaders. Of course, a few drivers out there are managing to get this one done. And some drivers are repairing damage on their pit stops too. And they're not doing it the ordinary way, they're doing it the old-fashioned way. Now I've seen all the drivers, kind of show their cards. They all kind of locked into what they want to do for a pit stop strategy. Of course, Jack Scoville out in front, leading 21 laps, 22 laps now. Brandon Perry's down in pit road for another time here. That's who knows how many times he's been in pit road. Scoville, Brown, Ingram As Gabe loses another spot, Joshua Ingram gets around him. Dakota Collins, of course, sets the sights on Gabe. As they're still kind of working the wheel a little bit. I don't have a whole lot going on right now, as drivers are staying really reserved at this point. Here's Jack Scoville working around Brandon Perry. Of course, Brandon Perry is coming in on fresh tires. He's going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Jesse Erdman is listed as out of tonight's race. They don't know what was happening there, so go ahead and find out here after a while, but looks like it could have been a fun one for a lot of drivers out there, as long as it kind of continues on. Jack Scoville, of course, now starting to develop a gap to Mark Brown and Josh Ingram. Gabriel Garcia does manage to continue to work that wheel. He's still keeping it fast.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh my, we got a yellow brought out. It's Dakota Collins. Let's go back to the indecisive replay, indecisive garage replay, and see what happened with Dakota. As we're gonna go quarter speed here. Go far chase here. Not sure exactly what happened here as he gets on the exit here. He gets on the exit. Doug Ward is right there. Doug has a whole lot of speed built up. Oh my, as he tries to get around that one. That really just rocketed that 31 right into that inside barrier. Trouble for the number 31. And that one will get decided at the end of the night for sure. And a whole bunch of drivers come down pit road. And it looks like Matthew Gall might actually take over the lead of tonight's race. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back to green before you know it. And we'll be coming up to the indecisive garage restart zone in no time. to the inside of the garage, restart zone, and green flag flies. Scoville, Brown, Garcia, Frank Warner, all in that mix. Of course, as these guys dig deeper into this one, looks like Jack Scoville gets out front. Gabriel Garcia is going to challenge for the lead. Garcia hits the apron, gets loose, saves the car, and lives to fight another day. Great save out of Garcia and pretty much full throttle. Garcia gets into turn 1 and 2 there. Great entrance. Matthew Gall working around. Gall's going to try and get the lead. Looks like they got some battles going on in the back. As it goes Scoville, Brown, Gall, Garcia, Ingram. Looks like Doug Ward's back into this fight up here. Frank Warner is trying to hold off Jamie Pugh. Jamie Pugh, of course, a little bit of help from none other than Brandon Perry. Brandon Perry holds the inside line. Jamie Pugh gets that mid to high line. Up front, though, Matthew Gall, Jack Scoville, Mark Brown, all of them have wanted to be in the lead at one point. Mark Brown, of course, I don't believe has led a lap. Matthew Gall's led a lap, led 3 laps in fact. Jack Scoville, of course, has led the most laps at 32. And now he knows that he's got Matthew Gall in his rear view mirror. Gabriel Garcia gets around Mark Brown in the meantime. You do see Ben Madden into this fight back here. Ben Madden, of course, is looks like to be a lap down, along with Brandon Perry. Scoville, of course, still defending against the lead. He's defending against Matthew Gall. Matthew Gall, of course, did win the pole award. So he does have something fast here tonight. It's Toyota versus Ford up in the front. And you got Gabe sitting back in the Chevy along with Mark Brown and it looks like Josh Ingram. So the next 3 after that are all Chevys. Looks like they're kind of spreading out a little bit now. We're looking at Doug Ward back here. He's trying to catch up. And he's utilizing that high side. But what could be happening on that high side is you're burning up a lot of tires. You burn up those tires too soon, you're just going to be game over. As tires do win you races. He's led 22 laps in tonight's race. So he has something quick, but that quickness only lasts so long. It only gets you. Quick is for a short run. Fast is for the long run, and that's where some drivers might fall short, because you can be quick all day long, but if you ain't fast, you're not going to be in it at the end. Just keep burning up those tires. And tires are what win races, just so you know. Kind of scrolling back through the field here, it looks like Jamie Pugh is kind of battling it out with, looks to be Brandon Perry. Perry has the inside line. Dakota Collins looks like he's going to try and get his nose in here, though. And if caution comes out, I mean, you got to remember, Brandon Perry is still ahead of Collins by about 3, so he might be better off to let him go at some point. Scoville, Gall, Garcia, Brown, Ingram, all are top 5. Top 5, of course, at the end of the night, if you stick around, we'll get a brief driver interview with the top 5 here tonight. It's always a great time to have that and have a few laughs about how the race went. There's a halfway point here in tonight's race. And it's Scoville leading the way in front of Matthew Gall. Matthew Gall is trying to get around, but he cannot get that run on the exit. And he needs that run to get around Scoville. Now Scoville is in command on that high side, but he is possibly tearing up those tires unless that's where the tires want to be at. If the tires want to be there, then it's not really too big of an issue. They're not going to be burned up too much, as some drivers might say. He's getting kind of left the camera. Oh, right up here, there's a battle going on between Gabriel Garcia and Mark Brown. As Brown is trying to get around Garcia. I'm going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, as we're going to go to the Blackout Loud Zone. And we are back. I hope everybody enjoyed the in-car footage from a few of these drivers. There's Frank Warner battling it out with Ben Madden on that high side. Of course, in iRacing, there is no blue flags in ovals, so they just got to tough it out. Jack Scoville is still battling it out with that number 78 of Matthew Gall. Gall has been trying to work around this whole time, trying to take advantage. Scoville shuts down that high side. Now Scoville's pulling Captain Houdini. Gall does have the advantage, gets right on the rear, a little bit of a bump, and doesn't get the run on him on the exit. No, he does not. It did not work. Scoville caught right up on that one, as it kind of put him right under the line he liked anyway. A few of these guys battle this out. We're 73 laps into a 130 lap race. The drivers are giving it everything they got. Of course, tonight, Jesse Erdman and Charles Ballantyre are out of tonight's race as they packed it up, went to the haulers, sent it home. we'll see them again now next week. It's going to be a great night of racing as we travel to Iowa for the YCD Throwdown. Right here, it's going to be a pretty interesting one as Getty's Custom Diecast comes on board one more time at Iowa. It's going to be a great night of racing as they're going to be giving us a very special event, I hope. A little bit of short track there. And then they travel to Echo Park for the Prime Grid 195. And then we got Dover and Pocono, Talladega and of course, season championship at Kansas. No one driver has locked it out just yet as Scoville, of course, looking to make some moves here tonight. In the points, if we can score a win here tonight, it's giving big points for him, in fact. They stay on it, though. Matthew Gall's doing a really good job of staying right in that, just keeping it close. Wait for Scoville to make the mistake and hope the opportunity presents itself where he can get the extra run on him that he needs to get around him. And while that's going on at the front, though, you got to look at Mark Brown. Mark Brown's got to be watching this battle and be like, okay, you two make a mistake, I'm going to come right. I'm going to try and get the move done. His drivers are still trying to do it. Frank Warner's battling it out with Gabriel Garcia now. Last time these guys pit, though, remember, it's been a while. 23 laps in on this set of tires for a lot of drivers at the lead. Doug Ford, of course, 34 laps, old tires at least. So interested to see how this pans out. Frank Warner gets around Gabriel Garcia. Looks like Jamie Pugh is just kind of hanging in there. He's hanging on here. Hanging on for Iowa. It's going to be an interesting night of racing. Of course, we did do a big announcement here recently, too, for the ARCA Series. ARCA Series will be starting on April 4th. As that will be when the season kickoff is. It'll be 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, right after GT World Challenge races. So it'll be a triple header here for the first time in network history. We've done double headers, never a triple header. And it'll be April 4th. It'll be basically all day of racing. Still shout out to my loving wife. She's in here, she's watching a movie called Steel Magnolias. I don't know how old the movie is. It looks pretty old, though, and I don't know how good the movie is. I think it has Dolly Parton in it, though. Jack Scoville still feeling the pressure, and Matthew Gall might have just got the run he needed. Gall takes the inside line. Does he have it on the exit? He tries to shut it down. No, he does not get it shut down fast enough. These two drivers are giving us a show at the lead. They're up front as Scoville is trying to hang on to it. Matthew Gall's trying to get the position on him, but he just can't get cleared of him. We are still side by side for the lead here in Homestead. I did not expect this out of this track. Gall is really trying to get him clear, and this time he has it cleared. Scoville, no answer, has to go to the inside line. And we have a new race leader. Matthew Gall takes over the lead. Now, Scoville's got to really focus on this one. We go look at... Oh, my goodness, I don't have that deal. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I do. We go to the race recap here. We've had 10 lead changes here tonight. Recently, one is with Matthew Gall, who's really starting to get some pace out of it. He's got a 0.6 gap to Scoville. So Scoville might be in a little bit of trouble as his tires might be gone. Doug Ward's bringing it down pit road now. Or in pit road. Or in the pits, I should say. Gall, Scoville, Brown, Warner, and Ingram bring up the top 5. And check this out. Frank Warner might have found a new line as him and Ingram are working, are gaining on the leaders. They're trying to close that gap a little bit as they are just inching ahead through this race. Oh my, Scoville in trouble. Scoville gets really loose on the exit. Has to duck it down. And that's when Mark Brown's coming around. Scoville's going down pit lane. So very interested to see when guys are going to take the pits. As you can see, they're on 33 lap old tires there. Yeah, it's, I can kind of see it's already a little bit tight, but he is making it happen here. As didn't expect it to tighten up too much, but he is making it work as he finds himself up in 7th place. He's still on the lead lap, so that's a plus. Looks like a few drivers might be elected to come down pit road. We should be able to see the pit stops happen very shortly. As looks like Mark Brown and Frank Warner with Josh Ingram work around Brandon Perry. Brandon Perry says, I'm just going to go around this way. I'm just going to take the inside line here. As Brandon Perry had to serve a 40-second hold. And now he finds himself up in 11th place here tonight. Emily, glad to see that you are in the chat as always. You just got to keep him calm, collected. He's doing good. He's in it. Matthew Gall, Mark Brown, Frank Warner are top 3. Josh Ingram, Elliot Jacobson are top 5. Gabriel Garcia, Jamie Pugh, Jack Scoville, Doug Ward, and Ben Madden are top 10. Brandon Perry with a good run here. If you can get the pit stops to work, be great. Jamie Pugh's looking like he's coming down pit road on a scheduled pit stop now. So that will definitely help him out if he can get that thing back on. It's going to be about 39 laps of tires at the end. Mark Brown and Gabriel Garcia coming down pit road. The pit stop race has begun as drivers are still trying to figure out whether they want to pit. Of course, we go look at pit strategy here. 37 lap old tires for the leaders. Other drivers are starting to come down pit lane now. Mark Brown, Gabriel Garcia's just look like they're getting on the exit here. Kind of waiting to see when Matthew Gall and Frank Warner break for the pit stops. What some drivers might do. Same with Elliot Jacobson. Now keep in mind the guys that are new coming out of the thing, they're going to be about 3 seconds faster than the guys that are on the fresh, slower than the guys that are coming out of the fresh tires. So fresh tires is what's really going to be a challenge for some of these guys. Scoville and Jack Scoville goes and takes his lap back the old-fashioned way here. Works around Gall. As Matthew Gall's coming down pit lane, don't skip a beat here because it's under green flag. Same with Elliot Jacobson, who might try to elect to lead a lap just to get the extra point. He does not. He's coming down pit road. Jack Scoville is going to come out in front. He's got a massive lead at this point. 6.8 to Doug Ward. That means Jack Scoville has the opportunity to take over the lead in a big way and get a lot of time on a couple drivers down there. Looks like a few guys are coming around. Elliot Jacobson looks like he's might be on an almost extended bump. Elliot Jacobson did have a good stop. So after the pit stop cycle, Scoville, Ward, Gall, Warner, Ingram, our top five. Brown, Garcia, Jacobson, Perry, and Jamie Pugh are top 10. That is exactly what they were waiting for, is the opportunity to be in the top 10 out of Jamie Pugh, especially for points. As he's been having he had a shaky start, and now after a while he finds himself in the top 10 for points. That's what you call, that's called a grind. That's grinding up to get the finishes they need and deserve every race. Does it look like Scoville has just got to keep it clean the rest of the remainder? We're 96 laps into a 130 lap race. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for this after the brief message from the Blackout Racing Network.
All deep once again, my heart is waking. It hurts when you lie all the time. Can't feel anymore. Feels numb when I die. Restart me again and again. Your love, the ghost of me. Been waiting for the light. Won't say goodbye. Won't close my eyes and die.
we are back, and you know it's still looking pretty good for all these top 5 drivers to get a decent finish. Jack Scoville, of course, looking for another win here, as last time this driver won. If I look at the schedule here real quick, it's like the last time Scoville won was not at all this season. So Jack Scoville looking for his first race win of the season in this league. So it'll be a great night for him if he can finish it out there. He's got a 5.5 second lead over Matthew Gall. And of course, Josh Ingram and Doug Ward still battling it out for that 3rd place spot. Mark Brown looking to maybe chase that one down. Now Frank Warner and Gabriel Garcia, if they want to try and get a better position, they're going to have to just kind of keep it clean and maybe manage those tires a little bit. Elliot Jacobson and Jamie Pugh. Of course, we are having to report Jamie Pugh's Camaro is tight, and he's very uncomfortable right now. So it's a matter of who wants it, where the cards may lie at the end of the night. And as far as who's racing where, before the end of this one. So Scoville is our leader still, the Ruger man. Still out in front of this thing, so just kind of let the camera roll a little bit, see if we can catch any of the action somewhere around here. There we go. It's Doug Ward and Doug Ward and 68 and Mark Brown still battling it out. Mark Brown trying to get the inside, get a better inside line run than Doug Ward. Ward, of course, on the midline, so he can carry a little bit more speed. In the meantime, Frank Warner gets into the mix. Frank Warner sees it, and he knows what he has to do. Now, Frank Warner's kind of a veteran to the game, also known as the last lap sniper for a reason. Warner switches it up on Brown. Brown might not have it. Warner just carries it into the next turn as he gets right alongside Brown. And look at this 3-way battle. That is the battle for 4th. Frank Warner looking to clear Doug Ward. Doug Ward high up into the wall. Really close to the wall. That's dangerously close, in fact. And now Frank Warner gets around, gets into the top 5, takes over the 4th place spot. It's going to leave Doug Ward right back in 5th place with Mark Brown looking to the inside. Brandon Perry's in this mix now. Brandon Perry is sitting a lap down, 2 laps down now. And he's fighting for a position. Gets out in front of Doug Ward and says, bye, see ya, I'm gone, toodles. See you next week. As that was a great pass out of Brandon Perry. We're kind of now everybody's kind of working their way around Jamie Pugh. Of course, Jamie Pugh did have reports that his car is tight still. When it's tight, it's not right. I'm telling you that much right now. It's not very fun. There's a kind of a fine line. If you too loose, okay, whatever. Oh my, Matthew Gall and Jack Scoville's Gall regains the lead. Now drivers are starting to reel each other in. We're starting to see lap times that are significantly better. Matthew Gall, of course, was a second faster than Scoville in the last lap. Of course, Frank Warner is looking like he's coming through on this one. We got 20 laps to go before we crown a champion here for the Beach Day 195. Just a little day at the beach, nothing to go wrong here. Of course, a couple little wrecks tonight, not many. We've only seen, I believe, 3 cautions all night. We go look at the race data there. We have seen 12 lead changes in 112 laps. We've had 3 cautions here tonight, so not bad. It's a pretty good night then. Matthew Gall, Jack Scoville, Frank Warner, Josh Ingram, and Mark Brown, our top 5. Jamie Pugh sticking in there as it looks like Doug Ward's coming down pit road. Did Doug Ward make a pit strat error? We got 18 laps to go. The drivers on the top 5 are set to go the distance here. Who is going to make the tires last the most? They've been able to get 40 laps out of the tires, and last time they pit was 20 laps ago. Jack Scoville, of course, 27 lap old tires. He's going to be close. You're talking 44 laps in on tires if he can go the distance here, and it would be one heck of a long run for him. Now Frank Warner is hunting that down. Same with Josh Ingram. These guys are looking for mistakes. They're taking advantage of every single mistake, in fact. It looks like Mark Brown is looking to make his way around Jamie Pugh. Garfield's getting unruly here in the booth as she's gone crazy. It might be Garfield picking on Garfield a little bit. Kind of waiting to see what happens here late in this run. These guys have been green pretty much the entire race. They've only had the 3 cautions. It's been a great night for them. This is where everything you know about strat has to play a toll, and utilize every trick you can in the book. Josh Ingram hard up into the wall. They are still giving us a pretty good show here. Gall, Scoville, Warner, Ingram, and Brown all up front. Who's going to make or break first on the pit stop strategy? It's going to be very interesting to see who. There is Brown trying to work around Jamie Pugh. Jamie Pugh holds him at bay. He says, nope, I'm not letting you by you just yet. This battle back here, Jamie's doing him. He finally lets Brown go by. He says, okay, I'll let you go by this time. Okay, maybe not. I'm going to get this running. I'm just trying to make a pass on you, buddy. Have fun. All right. So, as the session goes on, drivers are making it work. They are absolutely putting in that work here tonight. got 11 laps to go. And up front, we have Matt Gall and Jack Scoville. And the biggest question on Scoville is does he have the tires to go the distance? 44 laps. It'll be about 44 lap old tires. Does he have the fuel and tires to go the distance? I don't know. I'm not quite sure aware of the amount of time they're getting out of the tires just yet. I do know that drivers are trying to make it work here. So they're having to putting in a hard day's work here. They're having to go the distance here. No good. Only 3 cautions. This is what it's all about. Drivers and strats. And Matthew Gall's been doing a really good job just saving his tires. We've seen it in practice. He had the pole award. He has something here tonight. And he doesn't have a whole lot of time to go here. We're looking at how long he's been on that set of tires. He does have what it takes to go the distance. Meanwhile, Jack Scoville back here might not. Scoville sits on 35 lap old tires. Frank Warner is on 29. So most of the guys are on 29 to 30 lap old tires all the way down the line. Matthew Gall happens to be on 29 lap old tires, so he's 3 laps to the good. Elliot Jacobson has got 1 lap more than that yet, so he does have a little bit of an extra edge coming into the finish of this thing. So he might be able to get Gabriel Garcia before the end if he can get enough speed. Gall, of course, has the big lead, 7.7 seconds in front, and only 7 laps to go. Very great. Take a brief break for everybody. Don't go anywhere as I'll be back in just a few. And as we're watching that one, Scoville's in the pits. Scoville's in the pits now, and he's losing positions. You got Frank Warner, Matt Gall now first and second. Josh Ingram third. Mark Brown and Gabriel Garcia is fourth and fifth. And Elliot Jacobson, Jack Scoville coming out way near the back there. He's about 13 seconds behind with 4 laps to go. Of course, Doug Ward and Jamie Pugh still giving it everything they got. And then we got Ben Maddox, he's back to 10th. Matthew Gall, of course, has been leading for amazing 33 laps. Scoville led 71, and then it looks to be a strategy failure. as he might have burned him up too late. With the late pit stop, that has totally crushed him there. Matthew Gall, of course, leading the way. He's got 2 laps to go. He's coming up on it where he's going to see that flag he's been waiting for. As I'm sure every driver's been waiting for this one, as the white flag is what all the drivers have been waiting for. It does get hot in the sim rigs. That's right, this is an iRacing simulator. Every one of these guys has got a sim rig where they are just absolutely cranking it. The computers get hot and you tend to get a little bit extra sweaty during it. We're on the white flag here now, and Matthew Gall is looking to seal the deal here on Beach Day at the network. Comes around turns 3 and 4 for the final time here tonight. Driving that number 78 Ford Mustang. Matthew Gall's gonna win the Beach Day 195 right here on the Blackout Racing Network. There goes Frank Warner, Josh Ingram, Mark Brown, Elliott Jacobson, our top 5. Oh, Elliott Jacobson under pressure from go to college. Oh, Gabriel Garcia high up into the wall. He shoots it, and Ross Chastain, baby. Get it, Gabe. Gabe's trying a big run on that Jacobson. Can't quite get it. Gabe Garcia with the long shot. Man, he tried it. I got to give him credit on that. He tried the Ross Chastain and that worked. We got Scoville, Ward, Jamie Pugh, Ben Madden, our top 5. The Perry, Collins, Erdman, and Balance. But winning here tonight, burning it down already. Matthew Gall brings it home in first place. What a night for him, as he's giving us a smoke show on that front stretch. Now let's go to Elliott Jacobson. After a great run, getting a 5th place finish here tonight. Elliott.
Hello.
Man, what a job here tonight. You got top 5 here in a long time. First time in a while. How's this one for you?
This feels amazing. I was fighting the car all night just like everybody else, and we just held it together. Got involved in that first incident there and put that behind us and got this solid finish. We needed the points.
Well, you did a great job here tonight. You got the top 5. Any shout outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching it tonight?
I want to thank my wife, well, soon-to-be wife, Katie. She's so fully supportive of me with this simulator racing and everything. I want to say thank you to her. And also give a shout out to Smith Creations and also Pew Racing tonight.
All right. Thank you for that, Elliott. Great job here tonight. I'll be down in just a few. Congrats on the top 5.
Thank you so much. Honor to be here.
Thank you. That was Elliott Jacobson. He did a great job. Now let's hear from driver Mark Brown next. Where is Mark? Mark Brown. Oh, Mark is not in the chat anywhere. All right. So if Mark was here, he'd say Blackout Racing Network is the best. And thank you to the Beach Days for Beach Day here at the network. And now let's hear from driver of that number 16 Chevrolet Camaro, Joshua Ingram. Let's hear from him next. Here he comes. Josh.
Yes, sir.
Man, what a night. You got third. You got on the podium here at Homestead. How was this one for you?
It was pretty good. I felt pretty good. The car was pretty good all night. It was a little tight at times, but it was okay.
Yeah, it looked like you a little bit of a rough start, but a great finish as well. Always a good night.
Oh yeah, I just kind of watched my P's and Q's there for the first little bit and watched everybody. And the car came in, car started doing pretty good, and hey, we drove our way up through there, man. I love it.
All right. Well, congratulations, man. You did it. You got a podium here. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching, cheer you on for a podium here tonight?
Oh, yeah. I just, some other teammates over in another league, old Stinger Motorsports, I want to thank them. He paints my cars and makes it look good for me, and appreciate y'all for putting on this league here. It's a pretty good group of guys to race with, and we appreciate everything y'all do.
All right. Thank you for that, Josh. I'll get you up to the guys. I'll be up there in a little bit for driver review.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Josh brings home a great finish. Now let's hear from driving that Storm Motorsports Toyota Camry, the one and only Frank the Wolf Warner. Let's bring him on up. Frank the Tank, how you doing there, buddy?
Oh, Brandon, we are fantastic. How about you, sir?
Man, what a night out of you. You know, of course, for your teammate out there, Jack, this ugly strat call, but for you, it paid off. So on the end, what was the strat like for you? I mean, you're just kind of conserve and just to hope for the best, or is it, oh, hey, let's just do what we do?
No, I mean, so Homestead is not one of our best tracks. You know, we usually run way in the back here, but tonight we had a pretty good car. We definitely brought a good car tonight. She wasn't the fastest out there, but she was certainly solid. We just, as far as strategy goes, we just saved tires at the beginning of the run so that we could pick up at the end before we get some new ones, keep us up there. And you know, made sure that last stop we could make it on that last stop, and that was pretty much it. And just go for it.
All right, man. Well, you did it. You got another podium. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching, cheer you on?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I want to shout out to Storm Motorsports and my team. They've been fantastic. It's great to run with them. Jack, he ran good tonight. Like you said, bad strat call. Shout out to my friends and family who are out there watching tonight. I really appreciate y'all's support, and you know, shout out to my girlfriend who was always supportive of me. And as always, Brandon, shout out to you for putting on one hell of a show.
Thank you for that there, Frank. It was a little bit tough tonight. It got a little bit spread out, but great job here tonight.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. You have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. I'll be up in a little bit for review.
Sounds good.
Thank you. So that's Frank Warner. Now we're going to go to the man who won it here tonight. Driving that number 78 Ford Mustang, Matthew Gall. Let's hear from him. Matthew.
What's up?
Man, what a win and what a drive. How is this one for you?
Oh man, it's awesome. I really did not expect that. First of all, I really hate what happened there. I think it was lap one. Whenever you take the pole, the last thing you want is for somebody to take the lead on the outside and then get loose in front of you. But you know, I kind of thought dodged a bullet there. And then, man, when I didn't pit, I was only one of four that didn't pit there. I thought for sure I made a mistake, but the car was fast, and so I was able to kind of make it up and get the wave around with a timely caution, and the rest is history, man.
Well, you did it. You got the win here tonight, and very fast, dominating way. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be cheering you on?
I just appreciate the league for putting this on. You know, my guys over at Lone Wolf Racing, they weren't able to make it tonight. But you know, we work well together, and too bad they couldn't be here. Maybe we would have got a couple of us in the top five, but you know, just them in the league for just putting this on. It's a good time out here. I love the Xfinity cars. I know they're not super popular, but it's a good one. And I'm gonna go celebrate this, and you know, maybe do it again next week.
All right, man. Well, congrats. Well-deserved win. And, man, can't wait to see what you do at Iowa.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. That's right, Matthew Gall. He's happy, as you can tell. He's still lighting up those tires. For everybody out there, I mean, if you like this style of racing, you want to see more of it, these guys aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Thank you to all the fans in the stands. Also, my loving wife out there, if she happens to be watching. Also, remember to hit that sub button, hit that like button. I'm still trying to reach 500 people. Thank you and have a great night. I'm out of here.